Oliver Lightload's weird, to put it bluntly. Now let me explain here. Take a gander at his trailer. The company that he works for is UP or Up. Now this is so boldly an Easter egg to the Pixar movie Up, like it's not even funny. UP, you got this arrow that looks like a house and a bunch of balloons attached to it. Now dare I say, this is a spectacular Easter egg, and what makes it so special in my opinion is that it is so blatant. Most Easter eggs are, kind of subtle. You kind of gotta tilt your head and squint your eyes to find them. But this, it's like, hello, like I'm gonna spell it out for you. Like I'm an Easter egg to the Pixar movie. But, that's great. But that's not how he was in the movie. In the movie, it was actually FN, and only the N had an arrow on it, as you can see there on the packaging for the diecast itself here. Weirdest thing ever, by the way. Peek at canceled Musing Hauler while we're at it. Super strange, and let me pose a couple solutions here. So, assuming Disney and Pixar had everything in check and they sent over to Mattel the appropriate artwork that said FN, which, I would assume they did because the artwork that they put on the packaging says FN. And so then Mattel's like, nah, this FN's too boring for us. We're going to make a reference to your movie and, just call it Square, like it's on the house. No, that definitely didn't happen. But, I mean, like, literally, what else could have happened? Maybe there was concept art. Maybe some of the art said UP that Pixar sent over. Maybe some of it said FN. I have no idea, but either way, this is a phenomenal Easter egg. And if you guys have any idea what happened in that little FN Up exchange, please share it, because I am bamboozled. Absolutely bamboozled. But yeah, this guy's forlorn. Mattel doesn't even remember who he is. He's kind of like that kid that smells in the lunchroom that you don't want to sit by, because when Mattel re-released all of the semis from what I like to call Hauler 6 are all the non-Piston Cup haulers from Cars 1. The first ever one, the leader of Hauler 6, is Jerry Recycled Batteries. Pretty, I don't think anyone would debate that. He's the best. He has a speaking line. Second in command is Gil. Gil took over pretty much all Walmarts and Toys R Us and Targets during his 2009 and 2010 reign. And then kind of the minions are Paul Valdez, who was the third one released. And then the final three, and they're, before Mattel meddled with them, they were all an equal playing field. These three were pretty much non-existent. They were released in very limited quantities. Never found them in a store. I don't even think I've seen a picture of them on a shelf. And they're all super cool. They're all from the top-down truck stop that Mack wanted to go to, and McQueen's like, nah, and Mack's like, all night. And so yeah, these guys were awesome. Like, I love these haulers. They're all super unique, and maybe we'll review these other two at a later date. But what makes Oliver forlorn is that when Mattel re-released all those semis of the 5, not Oliver, they did not release Oliver. That's what I'm trying to say. They neglected Oliver Lightload and released the other 5 in that Toys R Us Radiator Springs Classic line. That was in 2017. It's like, wait, what? Why? Why would you do that? It literally makes 0 sense, as you're going to the extra effort to release these semis that, are fan favorites. They were super rare back in the day. Now, they didn't re-release the trailers, but semis, that's pretty big, and they did not release Oliver. Maybe they were like, we want to keep one of these extremely rare, and so they decided to do it to Oliver. I don't know. It's kind of funny, to be honest, but I just wanted to point that out. I think it's one of the strangest things Mattel has ever done, and so that's why I think he's forlorn. Plus, he's the only one that is like a Piston Cup semi-model, whereas all the other ones are like Max or Peterbilts or, whatever. He's like more of a more modern Piston Cup hauler. Okay, there he is in the movie. I've been rambling a lot right now, but there's a lot to talk about Oliver. Like I said, he's weird. Super weird. Take a look first here at the semi. He's tired looking, you know, he's sleepy. But it's a nice expression. I like the sad face. The grill looks pretty cool too. It looks realistic. Like some of the grates look, I don't know, they don't look all the same size. They don't look the same depth. I like that. It does have the mouth plate there. That's okay though. They did a decent job matching the brown. This is a really interesting color. It's like kind of clay. I don't know. It's a nice color. Don't see it too much. It's got this weird decal down here. I never really knew what that was for, but it's there. Silver smokestacks. You got the springs back there. Wow, that is dusty. Take a look. If you guys have any haulers, take a look at this spot. It is just, it gets dusty and there's nothing you could really do about it. Oh man, that is kind of gross, but it feels good to get all of it out of there. Anyway, there's the hole for the trailer to attach to. His license plate is the classic ML115, or as I like to call it, the communal license plate, because about 10 cars have it from Cars 1. Doesn't matter who you are. It could be a hauler, it could be a pickup truck, it could be a sedan, it could be a coupe. You could have it. A lot of Piston Cup fans have it. Now the trailer here, if we can zoom out, has this big vent on it, which all the Hauler 6 have except for Jerry recycled batteries. I'm not really sure if vent's the right word, but some sort of equipment attached right there. Now in the top left-hand corner, it says trailer in cursive. It actually looks to be the same exact font that is used for the Cars logo. And then he's got this code 960312. Blue stripe. I love the white, red caution lights here on the side, or reflectors. And you got the infamous up logo, 53. And then up top here, you got some more codes. It says KZPU, 56 ounces. I would assume it's 56 ounces because it's OZ, although that's very light. 4015 IF 4562. Interesting. Don't know what that means. Maybe some people who are in the trucks would know. Or maybe it's just random letters. Who knows? You got that same code that was written vertically before, 960312. So the gross weight would be 67.2 thousand pounds. Then tear would be 6,800 pounds. And the net is 60,400 pounds. Now, I'm no truck expert, but my guess would be that the tear is what the trailer is, or what the trailer weighs itself. And then the 60.4 thousand is how much you could load into it. That's just my guess. Because if you guys like ever see a scale, you know, there's like a tear button, which would be like, if you're weighing something that's in a dish, it would like equalize the dish out, and then you could just pour like, I don't know, seasoning or rice into the dish, and you could just, you know, find out how much exactly the rice measures. So that's what I'm kind of trying to get at. Science lesson for today. Caution, heavy door, caution, load properly. 29 feet 9 inches is the high, it looks like there. I would assume that's what it's referring to, but my decal is a little wonky. Yeah, I wish mine wasn't like that. It's kind of upsetting. And then you have this caution flyer here. A whole bunch of stuff's written that we can't read because it's too small. You got the ML115 again, and then lights, bumper, cool stuff. Now let's open them up. So this doesn't fold down. I was actually trying to do that, but don't do that. All these haulers open in a unique way, which is another reason why I absolutely adore them. This one always kind of confused me as a kid. I remember I got this for some sort of holiday, and I was like, Mom, it doesn't work. And then she was like, it definitely works. And God, I feel like a 9-year-old again. I can't figure out how this works. I know it does work, though. There it is. It was so stiff, but you got to rotate it first. And then you can, I think, think it slides out, right? No, it doesn't slide out. Yeah, it does slide out. It is just so stiff right now. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. See, I'm being so hard on myself, but really, anyone would be like this because I don't want to break it, but the motion of this thing is so stiff, like the joints. So there you go. That's how it's supposed to look. Very steep ramp, but you know. All right, we're going to use this Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen here from Vietnam. So you can chill up here and, you know, look around, but you can't really do much. I guess you could move the ramp in a little bit. And this is just so hard to do. Wow. I don't know if we want to fold that back under. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense. Wow, guys, this is kind of insane. I'm a little upset about this, actually. I'll be right back with this all taken care of. All right, that was pretty embarrassing and took up a lot of time, so I apologize about that, but it really isn't my fault. I mean, it needs some oil, I guess. To put it simply, it is so stiff. I had to put it in my lap and really get some leverage on it to force it back in there. I had to use this knob here on the bottom. But, you know, speaking of the bottom, there's a support that flips down here, which actually makes life a little bit easier. Very helpful. And taking a look inside, you know, he's got a couple barrels, a couple boxes, which is actually really nice. Nice detailing on Mattel's part, because this is all them. Nothing Pixar can do about what's inside. So yeah, you could put McQueen in there and you could seal him up. Would help if I folded that back in though. And there you go. He also has a support down here that's just for show. But I love that. I always loved how realistic these haulers were. Mattel did such a great job, you know, putting the caution logos on it and the lights and everything. They just did really a tremendous job. But anyways, that is all for Oliver Lightload. Let me know out of Hauler 6, which one is your favorite? Mine has always been Ben Crankleshaft because I love his big, thick cab. It's all metal, it's heavy. And he's a monster, like he's the biggest one of all of them. But Jerry Recycled Batteries is super cool too for being the only one that speaks and, you know, has a pretty cool part in the movie. And Chet Boxkaar, he's nice. Gil's my least favorite. Paul Valdez is cool though as well because he's drinking that oil can. Reminds me of Tom Bay with oil can. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching chapter, what are we now? 12 of Forlorn Favorites Season 2 and 26 overall. We got 2 more to go. What will they be? I think they're going to be pretty exciting if you ask me. So I'll see you guys next Friday for another chapter of the saga. Bye now.